About skills. Skills are, we can say, knowledge, ability, competence. These are things that you gain over time by doing something. It could be a trade, a career. If you do it for a very long time, you gain those skill sets. And these skill sets can help you build your career or build your life. For example, a person who has had 1 or 2, 3 children becomes a skilled parent because you have learned how to take care of a child. Somebody who has a business also gains skills because of running that business. So you know what works, you know what doesn't work. You know where to improve, you know what to introduce as something new. Now, I want to talk about social media influencers. It might look like a very beautiful thing to do at the moment when you are young and when you are probably attractive. I've seen people dancing on the streets, various dances, and it is okay. If you want it to become your career path, then you need to take it a notch higher. Otherwise, we are seeing people dance for maybe a month, maybe a year, then they disappear into the oblivion. And yet this person had dedicated everything they have in this kind of new venture. New because maybe it's trending and it has returns maybe. But remember, there's a future to take care of. And the way I've noticed how the world works, our interest is maintained for the shortest time. So people dancing, people looking pretty, people adjusting their body sizes, some body parts to look like they are attractive is not a bad thing if it is your thing. But after some time, how is that skill set going to put food on your table? How is it still going to sell? Let's assume you are an influencer and you are now 40, 50 years old. Or you are a street dancer and now you are 50 years old. You have dependents. People no longer care about people dancing on the street. So we are saying, let this be a platform for you to grow yourself. And then let it also make you identify what skill sets can be maintained for the future. Because there's always today and tomorrow. So let us not get carried away with things that are passing. I'm talking like this because when I go to talk to students in schools, most of them don't want to do anything constructive currently because they know when they take their phone, do a dance, they're going to catapult themselves into fame and they're going to make money. But then it will reach a point when the bones can't dance and yet you still need to live, you need to survive. So what do you do? So apart from, let it be maybe something you do on the side or something you do in plus something else, so that when this skill set or when something, the dancing, the influencing is no longer doable because of age and other constraints, then you can always unleash your other skill set. The Swahili say, hamadi kibindoni, silaha iliyo mkononi. It is not wrong for you to go through college if possible, get a skill, even if you're not going to use it immediately. Probably you are going to go into music, go into other things. But this other skill you attained is still very much in operation. I'm looking at very successful, say, musicians, successful lawyers, a lawyer who sings, a musician who is also a doctor, you find that this person is well taken care of. If one set comes to an end, he or she quickly moves into this other set. But currently, the new generation, they only want to do the easiest. They're shunning school, they're shunning colleges in the name of they want to dance. But you see, a voice, if it is singing, sometimes can get problematic. The dancing sometimes can get problematic. So this other skill you have as an extra is going to save the day. I was talking to a businessman at one point and he told me, start a business that you can liquidate just like that. Because even businesses reach a point, a plateau. A certain business is no longer very fashionable. Like you realize people are now, even small villages, you'll find they want to start something like a mini market or a supermarket. Like the regular shop is no longer very fashionable. So be so flexible that you can start one and end the other. So I'm talking to parents, I'm talking to teenagers here. Please do not ignore what you get in school, because it helps you maybe become that engineer, become that doctor, become that teacher. So even though you can shelf the career you get out of school and use your talent, but still talent and your career are very good for you, because there's a time when I've seen footballers who retire. So when they retire, what do they do with their time? What do they do for that extra coin? So let us teach our children that as much as they are pursuing talent, they need backup. This is Havian Transformational Center for all your counseling services.